beauty. This video is gonna be fun. Dear lovely soul, welcome to my channel. This is Soleil Rising and you're watching Venus video. So this video is gonna be all about Venus in Leo. Not only Venus but Mars. I'm gonna talk a little bit about Mars in Leo because it's super important. As you can tell, Mars has done its share of Leo entrance with my hair, which is Leo is hair, Mars is sharp objects, so literally cutting hair, boom, boom, having it here. Then we're changing the wardrobe because Leo is all about expressing, Leo is all about like colors, Leo is all about jewelry and gold and everything fancy. So look at me. I'm not bragging. It's just like one of the aspects of any planet in Leo. So that's like good intro, I think. So in this video we're gonna talk about Venus in Leo. So we're gonna touch on Leo and on Venus together. Then we're gonna talk about Venus. When Venus enters Leo, it's gonna aspect some planets. We're gonna talk about those aspects. Then we're gonna talk about Venus retrograde, and then I will go over and tell you how Venus is gonna affect different houses according to your rising sign. And I really want to say how grateful I am because, first of all, when I upload my videos, I do not have time to write the timestamps because the moment the video, sometimes video just goes, it uploads so fast that I cannot physically type down all the timestamps. By the time I do it, you already, my lovely people out there, you already have the timestamps. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. If I can do it this time, if you do it before me, again, thank you so much. I'm freaking grateful. At the same time, I want to say how I am grateful for Jupiter and Venus. These two planets are very beautiful. So I love when Venus has any aspect with Jupiter. It's super boom boom, like it's very crazy when Jupiter and Venus have aspects. It's very visible, especially in my life. I can easily see it like that. Last time Jupiter had an aspect with Venus was on 5th of May. Jupiter sextiled Venus, and when Jupiter sextiles Venus, it's all about gifts. It's all about somebody taking you out on dinner and giving you really luxurious, like really expensive food or some kind of really expensive gift. So I was honored and blessed enough to receive an email during that aspect, and we're gonna talk about other aspects that Venus is gonna do with Jupiter this summer. I received an email of a partnership request. So a company was, somehow they found me. I am not a big YouTuber, and they found me and they decided to sponsor this video. So Anna Louise is the company that makes jewelry, gold dip jewelry, and very sustainable in Australia. And when I received the email, I was like, nah, could it be a scam or spam? Like, but because I know astrology, because I worked in this kind of position, this was legit. So I received some jewelry, and as Leo rising, I am obsessed with having as many jewelry. So like I always carry with me jewelry. And the day when I received this email, I was actually manifesting to buy some jewelry in Italy because I heard in Italy they have, I mean, everywhere you go, you see jewelry. So I wanted to buy, but then boom, I received these. So I received these jewelry. Yeah, so cute. Look at this. And they all came in this beautiful bags. Like I can use them for coins because in Europe you have lots of coins, and because my sister has a birthday and many people around me have birthdays, I think this type of gifts, especially when Venus is in Leo, Venus is about jewelry, Leo is about gold, it's all about looking expensive and rich. This is perfect, and you all can get a discount with the link down below. So thank you so much, Ana Luisa, for choosing me to wear your amazing pieces, and I look good. I think I look good and I love it. I always wanted to have like a short jewelry because the sun that I have is long, but look at this. Finally, manifestation powers are on, so go and check them out. And then I also made a video. Today I'm gonna upload it later. How to choose your color during this season. The season of Venus in Leo is all about expressing yourself, is all about like shining bright and feeling extremely confident and colorful in the clothes that you wear. So the video will be, I will link it somehow here so you can check it out, how based on your star sign and your rising and your Venus, you can choose the colors that will make you look fancy and you won't feel uncomfortable with those colors. Plus, I chose, and I went through Ana Luisa's website, and I chose for each sign different types of jewelry pieces that will look good on you. So you can check that out. And it's just crazy how this Venus in Leo is showing up in the form of jewelry for me. And also realizing that I want to take astrology very seriously because we're gonna begin right now. Venus entering Leo. Leo is responsible for 5th house of kids, love, creativity, entertainment, business, restaurants, and inspiration. But the most importantly is kids, your inner child, and love. So this period for me, I feel like, because I've been channeling what specific message I want to deliver with Venus in Leo video. And the one thing that came to me like that fast was your inner child. This summer, we all gonna go through inner child healing. What do I mean by that? I don't know how you're gonna go through this healing, but all I can tell is that when Venus enters Leo on 6th of June, depending on your location, can be 5th of June, like after a few days, it's gonna immediately like square Jupiter, then it's gonna square Uranus, and also it's gonna be opposing Pluto in Aquarius. It's a lot of things happening, but number one thing that I am realizing, there is going to be this battle of, because you know the most stereotypical way of describing Leo is center of attention or seeking attention and kind of being selfish and egoistic, but that's how kids are. Kids are like that. That's why Leo represents kids. And it's not, I'm not trying to tell you like Leos are like selfish, blah, blah, blah. No. With Venus entering Leo, you will have to look at yourself and think about what is it that you really, really want. What is your heart truly is passionate about? What is in you that needs to come out and shine bright like a diamond? It's very important because the first day when Venus enters Leo on 6th of June, it's going to immediately oppose Pluto it's in Capricorn, but it's kind of, right now it's in Aquarius going to Capricorn, right? So it's going to immediately oppose Aquarius. And Aquarius is the sign of society. It's a lot of people. So why so many celebrities are Leos? So when you look at Beyonce or like any singer on stage, you see them and then you see crowd, you see people. That's how it is, Leo and Aquarius. So Venus entering Leo, you will be kind of feeling this opposition of Pluto in Aquarius, meaning there's going to be this battle within you, or even like globally. I don't talk about global forecasts in astrology because I'm from a country where nobody cares about, people don't care about my country, and I don't care about politics, so I don't do, okay, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, so this summer, you will be looking at yourself from the perspective of other people, and then like this opposition will kind of force you to really look within and break free, because we're gonna also have a square with Uranus, which is the ruler of Aquarius. So there's lots of like other people and me, what the government says and what do I want, what the society wants, what do I want, should I follow the crowd or should I follow me? And the thing is, you will, like, for people who were still like, you know, doubting about like, should I pursue what I want or should I just like be more secure and safe with like doing traditional things, this summer most of you will break through and understand that you are more important. And when I said inner child, and then when I was talking about how grateful I am, when Mars entered Leo last week and 2 weeks ago, that's the moment when I realized that I want to do what I want. That was like, it was starting, and then the moment it went opposing Pluto, that day was horrible in terms of like, it was so tense. I didn't know what was happening, like the emotions. Mars is not about like, you know, it's not like Moon, but that day, because it was opposing Pluto, I felt like I cannot do this anymore. I was like literally sending audios to my best friend saying, I cannot do this anymore. I need to get out of this, whatever society is telling me to do. And I quit the job. I am financially unstable at the moment. So I received the job offer from a past job, because Pluto is retrograde. So we're receiving some kind of people from the past are offering you things. And I quit that. I said, I will, it was official message to the universe saying, dear whatever, from now on, I will no longer work for anyone in my life. So it was more like a message, please do not ever message me for working on like for you, because from now on, I'm gonna work only on myself. That was one. Two, I've been working on a business with my business partner, and I felt like it's just not going anywhere, and I felt like I have to do it because my business partner is in it. So I was like, you know, like thinking about him, thinking about me, thinking about what other people say, what's gonna look like. I was just like, please, I cannot do it. I need to go solo. I need to have a break, full break. That day was such a huge day that I even cut my hair. I didn't do it. Usually I cut my hair. So Mars, cut. Leo is hair. I went to hair salon. Like last time I was in a hair salon was a long time ago. Like, because I do it all by myself. But this time I had no scissors next to me, because I'm like, I was homeless, walking around, sleeping in other people's couches and like trying to survive. So I had no scissors, and I just received my scholarship, and I went to the first hair salon I saw, and I cut my hair, and it was not cheap. It was expensive, because the same day Mars was squaring Jupiter in Taurus. Taurus is expensive. Its quality is professional. So my hair is professionally done, expensively done. Do I regret it? No, because money is energy. So I exchanged it for something that looks good. It looks good. I think it looks really good. It makes me look skinnier compared to long hair. So we can, like, with this example, what I'm trying to say is that, guys, like, I'm Leo rising. This is Venus entering Leo. There's going to be lots of conversation about Leo. So some of you might think that I'm like talking too much about myself. Like, I don't know, like, who else's example should I bring? I think it's always better to bring an example of like myself, because I've gone through it. So it's more legit to talk about that than if I talk about like, oh, my friend went through that, or just giving you a theoretical explanation. Please correct me if I'm wrong, because I watch other astrologers and I just love when they bring themselves as an example. And I can bring my mom as an example because she has Mars in Leo. She like, okay, let's go with the dates. So Venus enters Leo on 6th or 5th of June, and it is going to be in Leo until like 9th, 10th of October. So we have June, July, August, September, October. Okay, like 4 or 5 months ish. Usually Venus goes through each sign per month. It doesn't go this long in a sign unless it's going retrograde, and it is going retrograde on 24th of July until 5th of October. So for those who really know their charts, know that if you have something in 20, from 12th degree until 28th degree of any sign, especially Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius, this transit of Venus in Leo is going to influence you a lot. So it will be like your main focus in life, because from 24th of July it's gonna go retrograde. From 20th degree, yeah, from 28th degree of Leo, it's gonna go retrograde back to 12, and then from 5th of October, it's gonna go direct from 12th degree, and then it's gonna change the sign. Can I take a sip of water? I'm really sorry, it's super hot. There is no air conditioner in this dorm. Interesting. But yeah. Okay, so let's talk about Venus. Venus is all about money. It's about beauty. It's about your values, and it's about partnerships and love, of course. And Leo is about entertainment. It's about like expressing yourself. It's about love and kids and business and anything that brings you joy. So when Venus enters Leo, it basically activates all of these things that I've just mentioned. So in this summer, I'm pretty sure like we will, like that's the number one thing that pops up in my head with this aspect is that there will be some hair, new styles, or like we will probably see so many new hairstyles coming out there, or maybe like, oh, I know. Okay, so I think nowadays everyone is like, you know, all of the celebrities, and Leo is celebrities, like I would say entertainment industry is gonna go like boom boom boom. There's going to be so many news from entertainment industry exposing some things, because Venus is gonna oppose Pluto, and then Pluto is all about like exposing nasty things happening in there, but we're not getting into that. What I feel like, because Venus is also business, it's beauty, and Leo is hair, there will be so many new companies that will focus on hair conditioners, hair shampoos, whatever hair, and it's going to be either fancy or celebrity based. So that's like number one thing that pops up in my hair. Or there will be like maybe new discoveries about like, oh, if you use this shampoo, it's like it's gonna do this and that, like, you know, many things related to hair. I'm really 100% sure it's gonna happen. Like that's the only forecast I want to like people to remember, because I said that I don't do global things. I prefer to focus on personal things. But this is something that I want people to remember, because mark my words, something with hair in beauty industry or in entertainment industry, maybe someone, no, okay, this is getting too much, but yeah. So that's one thing. Okay, so the first thing that will happen when Venus enters Leo is that it's gonna immediately oppose Pluto, and I already talked about that. So Venus opposing Pluto will make sure that it's time for each one of us, because Pluto is more like a social planet and it will affect everyone. So I feel like majority of population of Earth will literally shift the perspective to themselves. Lots of people will question their lives in terms of like, what do I really want to do in this life? Do I really want to follow the crowd? Do I really want to do what they tell me what to do? Or will I follow what my heart wants? What is my passion? There's going to be, again, breakthrough. I feel like it's gonna be like really beautiful. It's gonna be hard, but it's gonna be beautiful. As I said, that day when Mars was opposing Pluto, it was horrible day. In terms of emotions, it was horrible, but look at this. It looks good now. So in terms of like the result, it's gonna be beautiful. Like you will feel, it will be the time to finally let go, the time to finally surrender to yourself. That's the period. Then it's gonna square Jupiter from 11th of June. So 2 days before, 2 days after, 11th of June. And then when it's gonna go retrograde, it's gonna again square Jupiter on 21st of August and on 17th of September. So when Venus will square Jupiter, as I said, when Mars was squaring Jupiter, it was cut spend for me. And Venus is about money, it's about beauty. Jupiter is in Taurus, the sign of beauty and money as well. So I would say during these dates that I've just mentioned, okay, do not spend money. Like before these dates, I feel like it's perfect to like spend money on things that will make you look and feel good. It's really good, especially if you don't know what to do with these energies that are around you. Spend your money, do whatever you want. But during these dates, it's more like, it's gonna be like, you will be, I don't know, like, okay, most of the astrologers will say do not spend money during this day, or be careful with spending money. I would say if you really feel like too much and you feel like it's just way too much things to, like it's burden of energy, of emotions, you could spend money. Like I don't regret spending money on my haircut. But I feel like if we're talking about like investments or buying like a property, like depending on your chart, it's better to wait. And in order not to feel these emotions, maybe you can try something else. I cannot give an advice on this. I need to look at the chart. So we're going to talk about it in the rising signs, in the houses. But yes, 11th of June, 21st of August, 17th of September. During these periods, do not spend too much money, or be aware, or make sure to save the receipt, because we're also having the retrograde period. With retrograde periods, I always save the receipts, just in case if I don't like something, I can return. And the next thing is, it's way more important, like in terms of, it's gonna influence you way more, because Venus is going to square Uranus from 3rd of July, so 2 days before, 2 days after, 9th of August, and 29th of September. So this is kind of revolutionary periods, I think. For me, it was with Mars. So I don't know how it's gonna turn out with Venus, but with Mars, it was literally cutting and like removing and saying no. With Venus, it will be related more to partnerships, to money and businesses. So Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, and Aquarius is the most rebellious and freedom-loving sign. And it's also the sign of revolutionary ideas, something new. And with Leo, Venus in Leo is about you. you will have to focus on yourself. So if we think about it, like if we combine these two interpretations together, it feels like maybe if there are people who are in some kind of relationship where you have been doubting, where you have been like questioning the relationship or the way that you are being treated or you treat the other person, during these dates that I've mentioned, there could be conscious realization of letting go the other person, or you will be like, I don't think this is gonna work, so bye-bye. And it could also be like, depending on your house, it can be affected through different things. So make sure to look where is Uranus right now in your chart and where is the Venus in your chart. I'm gonna talk about it later, but basically one of the interpretations is definitely going to be becoming like free, because of some kind of situation. So with Uranus in Taurus, it could be money. So maybe, for example, in my case, I let go of one financial source that could actually financially maybe help me, but I let it go because I chose myself. That's one. It could be, for some of you, it could be that you will let go, or the other person, like your partner, love partner, will decide to leave, and you will be forced to take care of yourself and look at yourself and see how you can take care of yourself. Or you will be the person who will be like, I think we're done. It's time for me to focus on myself. And again, this is very transformative period. I feel like, especially again, for those people who are doubting the situations, the people around you, like whatever, super important period to spend time on yourself. And these things are like the major aspects that Venus will do, that everyone will notice. So I will be really happy if you could just comment down below what happened to you, let's say on 30th, like this week on Tuesday. What day was it? Yes, on 30th of Tuesday, because that's when Mars was opposing Pluto and squaring Jupiter, one of those, I don't remember exactly. So just let me know what happened during that period, because that's the type of emotions you will go through, or the situations. And later on, if you come back to this video, please just comment down below how this turned out for you. I will maybe also comment, and just because sometimes I record videos and I don't remember what I talked about, so I go back and then I check. So I will leave comments as well. And we are going to talk about retrograde right now. So from 20th of June, actually, Venus is going to enter its shadow period. So shadow period means is the degree to which the planet will go back to when it's retrograde. So Venus is going to going retrograde on 24th of July. The degree that it goes retrograde is 28 degree of Leo. But then when it's going to go retrograde back, it's going to stop on 12th degree Leo, and then it's gonna go direct again from 12, 13, blah, 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 blah. So this period from 20th of June, it's gonna enter this 12th degree. So I bring shadow periods to kind of put your attention on if you really want to forecast and foresee what's going to happen for you, because we have Uranus aspect here. Uranus is usually like unpredictable things that even as an astrologer, you cannot be 100% sure that it will happen. So from 20th of June, start noticing what is happening in your life, depending on like where is Venus and Uranus are in your chart, and until 24th of July. Because when Venus is gonna go retrograde, it's gonna go back, it's gonna touch on the topics that are happening in your life from 20th of June until 24th of July. So that's like the shadow period. And when it's gonna go direct on 5th of October, it's gonna be back to a 12th degree of Leo. So then from 5th of October until like around the middle of October, it's gonna go like, from 5th of October until 7th, like 5th, 7th, 6th, until the middle of October, it's gonna be kind of going back from 12th degree to 28th degree before it leaves. So those are like shadow periods of Venus. And with any planet going retrograde, it's always things from the past. It's always looking back at projects. It's always receiving calls from friends, from high school, middle school, whatever, like people that you know from past will be either reaching out, calling you, offering, depending again on your house. So you will be receiving this kind of old energy again, because we're gonna have so many planets going retrograde actually in June. If you haven't watched June video, go back and check it out. So during this retrograde, Venus is also going to sextile and trine nodes. It's gonna sextile South Node and trine North Node. And actually the nodes are going to be in the sign of Aries and Libra. And the thing is, Venus rules Libra. So again, Aries is about me, 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 me. Libra is about what about them, what about him, what about her, what about them. Again, the reason I'm saying this summer is all about inner child healing, and like that child inside of you that was passionate about something when you were growing up, it will need your attention. You will go back to your child and be like, oh, I forgot that you liked painting. I forgot that you wanted to become like a singer. You wanted to become this. And you will go back to it because North Node is in Aries. I'm going to talk about it later, maybe after my exams or before my exams. North Node in Aries is what you will have to work on. And Aries is about, it's about you. It's about your physical body. It's about what you believe in. And you will have to kind of let go of other people. South Node in Libra is other people with whom you have interactions with, like one-on-one. You will have to let go of idea of relying on somebody else, or like being diplomatic, being like, well, I think this is true, but this one is also true. No, during this summer, you will be like, this is my truth. I think this is the right way to do. I'll do it. I won't be relying on you. I won't be waiting for somebody else to tell me what to do. I will just be my own boss. Because Leo is about being your own boss. Aries is about action, taking action, and like doing what you believe in. And it's all about fast energy. It's like you came up with an idea, you'll do it. But yeah, actually during retrogrades, it's perfect time. Let's say you want to start or launch something. If it's completely new idea during retrogrades, no. But if it's something that you always wanted to do, you started but it didn't work out, and you gave up, and like you did like try it again and didn't work out, during this retrograde, which is kind of long, and there will be Saturn retrograde, Pluto retrograde, these planets going retrograde will make sure that this time, if there is something that you really want to pursue and do, you will have all the support in terms of perfecting that skill, perfecting that product, perfecting whatever you really wanted to do. And this period, you will see what was missing, what you could have done better. And if you really want to do it and you will try to do it, it's gonna turn out well, and it will work out really well. But not the time for really new things, so we don't do that. Okay, I hope I kind of like gave you an overview. I wish I could talk more but maybe later when there will be like people asking for more details on these kind of interpretations. But until then, it's just a short overview of how Venus will be aspecting other planets, how Venus is gonna act when it's retrograde, and in the sign of Leo of expression. And if you haven't watched the June video is out, and we're gonna go sign by sign. First, I'm gonna take a sip of water. Hello dear Aries, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't watched the beginning until this part, there are some dates I've mentioned which are super important. If I don't forget about mentioning them in your reading, please go back and check it out. Super important, guys. Please, this forecast right now is gonna be for rising signs. Please check your rising sign. Super important, because I'm gonna explain how Venus is going through houses. It's very personal planet, that's why it's gonna influence your houses more. So if you are not sure about your rising sign and I'm telling you what's gonna happen, and then you come back and be like, oh, it didn't work, so astrology is not real. It is real if you know your time of birth, trust me. I've been there. Okay, so for Aries, what is Venus in Leo is gonna do? I already made a June video about it with more details, so you can check it out, but let's go. Venus entering your 5th house of love, romance. Actually, you can watch the beginning of this video. It's fully about Venus in the 5th house. Usually that's Aries. So Venus in your 5th house, gonna, for some of you who are singles, it's gonna bring either the desire to find a love partner, or you will be asked out for dinners and dates. You will be either, traveling for concerts. I know like nowadays there are so many concerts, so I'm pretty sure Aries risings are attending concerts, because the 5th house is the house of entertainment. Some of you are spending more time with kids, or you are feeling like a kid, or it's the time where you will be getting back to your inner child and figuring out what was there when you were growing up that you really enjoyed doing. What was your hobby that you kind of stopped and you were like, okay, I'm just gonna follow the crowd and follow the government, what they're gonna tell me, like what they're telling me, blah blah blah. This is the time where you will be really thinking about your passion, your hobbies, and thinking, do you want to pursue your dream, or do you want to follow the crowd? So if some of you will be going through those kind of thoughts and emotions and feelings, then you have the best summer, because you have so much time to really figure out what you really want. And it's super important. So let me get back to the dates. So Venus enters Leo on 6th or 5th of June, depending on your location. Then from the day it enters, it's gonna oppose Pluto, which is in your 11th house, or it could be in the 10th house. So you will have to figure that out. But if we're talking about 11th house, 5th house opposing 11th house, means that you will be, again, there could be some groups that you were following, and you were like in some kind of community, and this is the time where you will be like, maybe I will this time spend this will be the period where you will think about yourself more and listen less what other people say. So the first days, like from 6th of June, 6, 7, 8, like those 3-4 days, gonna be like that kind of like thoughts will be popping in your head. But it can also be that maybe if you have kids, there could be like some competition opportunities that your kids could attend, or maybe you will be applying for contests and competitions, so you will have this like drive to, like, you know, win and conquer. That's really good energy to actually use, especially if you're doing sports. amazing. Then please remember 11th of June, 21st of August, 17th of September. These 3 periods is when Venus is going to square Uranus in your second house. So some situations related to your finances, to your money, will be like giving you again this time of realizing that maybe the source of income that you have been having is not the one that you feel like is the amount that you deserve, or you will feel like you are not being valued. So maybe you will be like, ciao ciao, I'm no longer working on like for you, I'm gonna start something of my own. And or you will be like quitting some kind of job where you feel like it's not enough pay, so you will strive for something better, for something that will make you feel good. For others of you, it could be that maybe there will be some unexpected expenses that you did not think about, could be related to your kids, or maybe you will ask someone on a date and then you will not expect that you will be spending that much money. Then also, these days that I've mentioned are Jupiter, Venus squaring Jupiter. So it's mostly about money and your values. Then on 3rd of July, 9th of August, 29th of September, so those 3 periods is when Venus is going to square Uranus again in your second house. So lots of situation with your finances and what you value will be like kind of giving you this perspective of what is it that you can improve or do better so that your value increases. So 5th of house is also the house of, like, you know, as I said, it's you. So maybe there will be this period where you will think about, what should I do to get better so that my value increases, so that I can receive more money? So I feel like this summer is all about what you value, what you are really good at, because 5th house is the house of hobbies. So what is it that you're really good at that will help you to make more money? Yeah, but it is definitely breaking free. And the thing is, Venus rules your 7th house of partnership. So apart from money and kids, if we talk about romance and dates, if there are some people who really want to break free from some kind of partnerships, this will be the period where you will be really like letting go of the other person from your life and be like, ciao ciao. I really think that this is the time. I feel like I'm repeating myself because in the beginning of the video it was similar things, because when I talk about astrology or aspects, it's usually from Aries perspective, because Aries is the 1st house, so it's way easier to explain it that way. So for more details you can watch the beginning of the video. So from 24th of July until 5th of October, Venus is going retrograde in your 5th house. So Venus going retrograde in the 5th house brings your exes back. So some of you are going to be having like invitations on dates from exes, or exes will be like confessing to you like, hey, did you know that I loved you? So expect those. Or maybe like for others of you, the situations relating to your kids will be coming back. So something that was happening before, they will be coming back. And maybe the shadow periods will help you to understand what kind of situations will be coming back, because from 20th of June, we will have the shadow period. So just notice what will be happening from 20th of June up until 24th of July. That period will show you what kind of topics will be coming back when Venus is retrograde. And if you're new to this channel, I hope you're already subscribed, and I'll see you in my next video. Let's move on with Taurus. So dear Tauruses, let me change the settings here. we're gonna move to Taurus. This summer is very interesting for you guys as well, because as I said, it's Taurus season. Jupiter in Taurus, everything is about you. So guys, check my May and June videos. I talk a lot. Oh, I think I have a Jupiter in Taurus video. So if you haven't watched it, go and check it out. It's like a good video for Tauruses. So Venus enters your 4th house of home, of the place where you live in, of some female in your life, especially your mom. So on 5th or 6th of June, Venus will enter Leo, and that's when immediately it will oppose Pluto, which is in your 10th house. So there is going to be some kind of conversation or some kind of realization or some kind of situation relating to where you live in, the people that you live with, especially your family, and your work and your purpose and your goal in life. So there's going to be this like moment where you will be really thinking about the location, maybe the place where you want to live in, and the thing that you want to do, and the location where you want to work from. I feel like this is how it's gonna turn out for you. Then remember these dates: 11th of June, 21st of August, and 17th of September. These periods are the periods where Venus is going to square Jupiter in your 1st house. 1st house. So I forgot to mention, this forecast is specifically for rising signs. So please make sure to check your rising sign if you really want like accurate forecast. Of course, you can watch if you're a sun, just like for additional information, because sometimes it can play out as well, but it's mostly for rising signs, super important. So these periods, Venus is going to square Jupiter in your 1st house. So there's going to be, maybe because Jupiter in Taurus is about money, it's about you, your spendings, and then Venus in the 4th house is spending money on your family, or on decorating your house or buying a house. So during this period, you will either feel like you have to re-innovate your house, you will feel like I have to do something like with my money, like you will feel like you want to spend money. So in order to not overspend money, I know Tauruses are very conscious about like spending money. I really respect that. I cannot do it. I'm like all about like spending with my Jupiter in Sagittarius. It's like this, but Tauruses are like the best sign that know how money works. So I'm not worried about you at all. But if you really feel like you don't know what to do, the best thing I think for you would be to maybe change something in your house, design it, decorate it, remove something, put something, like do something really interesting with your house, or maybe visit your family. Travel back home, travel to your mom, spend some time with your mom, talk to her, or some kind of female from your family, like an aunt, a grandma, someone who could actually maybe give you this like therapy session, like more like if you spend time talking to someone in your family, maybe that will give you some kind of realization of something that you have been missing in your life. Because Jupiter in the 1st house is, if you watch those videos with Jupiter in Taurus, this year you're gonna focus on yourself. You will be really thinking about what you really want, and maybe if you are still not sure, someone wise, someone from your family, grandma, aunt, or your mom or your sister, they could give you some kind of piece of advice that will really change your mind. Because the next dates, 3rd of July, 9th of August, 29th of September, is when Venus is going to square Uranus again in your first house. So maybe some kind of advice from this female person or female energy will help you to really break free from some kind of pattern, from some kind of bad behavior that you didn't know that you had. It will help you to really change your life. I really feel like Tauruses are going through so much this past years, and this year will be the year where you will finally like break free and understand that, okay, all of this were leading to this beautiful change and shift in my life. I feel like I'm giving motivation speech, but I like it. I like motivating and giving, like, showing people who they are and who they can actually be, like greater, like way better parts of themselves. Okay. But also, like, look, Venus is ruling your sixth house of health and diet and routine. I really feel like there will be some kind of realization about how you treat your physical body. Jupiter in your first house, Uranus in your first house. First house is your physical body. Venus ruling your sixth house of diet and exercises and routine. There will definitely be a moment where you will be like, okay, time to say no to sugar. It's gonna be hard, but yeah, something with diet and maybe taking vitamins, drinking water more, especially during the summer. I think that will really play out well for you. Venus is going retrograde on 24th of July until 5th of October. So it's going retrograde in your fourth house of home, family. So you will be receiving again maybe some kind of news, some kind of could be some secrets coming out relating to your home, to your family. But maybe if some of you who are in real estate, this could be really great period for sales. Really, like if you're in real estate, perfect time. But make sure that during retrogrades you are not selling anything, you're not buying. Oh, no, during retrogrades you can actually sell the properties, the things that you own, but not buy new things. It's the time of letting go and understanding what you have to improve. So if you were planning to also like move back to your home country, or move, maybe during this period you will be traveling back to your home country, or to your moving in with your parents. There's a high possibility of that happening. And if you were struggling to sell your property or something house related during retrograde, you can do that. And again, just watch other videos. They are highly like Taurus related. Just check them out. And if you're interested in one-on-one consultation with me, the links are going to be down below. And if you really want to get some really cool jewelry for your mom, for yourself, I also have some discounts for you. You can check them out. Like, I don't know, I really feel like my mom, Taurus rising, she will really like this. So I'm gonna send her a gift like that, because moms don't need a Mother's Day. You can always celebrate Mother's Day. Every day is Mother's Day. I don't know, I feel like some Tauruses really needed to hear this, because I don't know, I didn't talk about this for Aries. And I'm moving on to Geminis. Hello dear lovely Gemini. Please, one more time, please make sure you're checking your rising sign. Super important. If this forecast is not resonating, you are not checking your rising sign, or maybe your time of birth is incorrect. That can happen. I've been through that. So let's begin. Venus enters Leo on 6th or 5th of June, depending on your location. It's going to your third house of siblings, short distance traveling, communication, networking, sales, cars, movement, publishing, writing, learning. I love third house. Third house is the best house, especially for a person who can get depressed fast. Like, Third house is great to like really move out and get out of your house and really be busy. So third house, as I said, it's you're gonna be super busy. You will be networking and talking a lot. I mean, Geminis usually are the best conversators. You conversate. I feel stupid right now saying those words like that. Geminis are really good at talking to anyone because they know many things, so they can relate to many people. So you guys know lots of topics, so you will be super busy talking. And Venus is the planet of love, so some of you will be meeting because you will be meeting many people. Maybe some of you will find love interest through your communications or through traveling and moving to places. That's super cool. But the moment it enters Leo, it will oppose Pluto in your 9th house. So Venus opposing Pluto in your 9th house could talk about there is this kind of like you're thinking between like, should I take a short course or should I go and study in university? That's for some of you. Or maybe during this period, like it's better to not travel because maybe there will be delays. So please make sure that you double, triple check every document, because 3rd house is documents, 9th house is like passports and visas. So for some of you who are like traveling somewhere, please check everything in advance. But also 9th house is about like it's kind of a spiritual house. It's the house of knowledge and wisdom. Maybe some of you will be really questioning your skills and your knowledge, and you will be like, okay, I think that I have to learn more about this. So you will be like, okay, I'm gonna start learning and spending more time on researching some specific topics, like maybe language, maybe marketing, maybe whatever skill, whatever thing that you're interested about. So these dates, remember, 11th of June, 21st of August, 17th of September. These periods are the periods when Venus is going to square Jupiter in your 12th house, or depending on where is your Jupiter, check it out. But Venus from 3rd house squaring Jupiter in your 12th house is definitely, I feel like some of you will be like feeling like why you're not living in another country, why you're not abroad. And also 12th house is the house of, as I said, like immigration, moving abroad, living in another country. It could also be that maybe some of you who just moved to another place because Jupiter has entered your 12th house, if you have moved, if you just change your location, you will really feel like you're alone. You will feel, that's the thing, you will feel like you're alone, that you're like, you don't have anyone around you to talk, to communicate, or to learn from. And this period will kind of force you to go out there and meet people, because it's really beautiful period to have Venus in the 3rd house, because Venus is the planet of diplomacy, because it rules Libra, and Libra knows how to talk to people, knows how to like approach people. And Geminis are like, you really like meeting new people. So if you feel like you're isolated or you're alone, maybe you should go out. Maybe you should really try new places, because on these dates, 3rd of July, 9th of August, 29th of September, Venus is going to square Uranus, which is also in your 12th house. Again, some kind of big change happening to your situation of like, for some of you who are living abroad or just moved, or you're like in the process of immigrating and traveling somewhere, you will be forced to go out. Something will happen where you will try to like figure out how to kind of survive in a different country, in a new environment. It will be kind of like challenging in the beginning, but it's just few days. Like those 3 periods I mentioned, it's not gonna be like something like out of nowhere. I mean, with Uranus, usually out of nowhere, but it's 2-3 days. But those 2-3 days will change your life a lot. Especially, okay, let's forget about like if you are not immigrating or traveling to a new location. 12th house is the house of soul. It's the most spiritual house. It's the house of learning more about your true self. So maybe during this period, you will learn something, because 3rd house is the house of learning. You will learn something new that will, boom, change your mind about spirituality, about meditation, about yoga. And you will be like, oh my God, all of this time I could do this, but I didn't. Some kind of news, some kind of information will fully change your mind. And I remember I talked about spiritual awakening in my June and May and Taurus in Jupiter in Taurus videos. So if you are a Gemini, some of or most of the Geminis will be going through spiritual awakening. And for some of you who are like no against this, there could be someone telling you something, or you hear something from someone or somewhere that will completely change your mind about spirituality, and you will start really learning more about synchronicities, about twin flames, karmic relationships, about seeing dreams, about intuition. Oh my God, this is my favorite topic, so I'm sorry if I'm talking about it a lot, but I feel like some of you, maybe I will be that person who will open your eyes to really connect to cosmos, to your true self. Maybe I sound ridiculous right now, but maybe after some time you will come back and be like, okay, she was right. Okay, Venus is going to go retrograde from 24th of July until 5th of October, and it is in your 3rd house. So expect people from past coming back. Exes, especially people with whom you lived close by, like neighbors, middle school friends, high school friends, people from your childhood, or people that you knew for a long time will be coming back. So again, lots of conversations, lots of communications, but because Venus rules your 5th house of love, for some of you, it's definitely exes, love interests are coming back. Maybe you will fall in love with people who look like your exes, act like your exes. For those who have kids, maybe some documents relating to your kids' education, yeah. Some documents you will be working on, or you will have to try to change maybe their documents, your kids. Maybe some of you will be making passport, like, you know, that age where you have to make passport identity card, like 18, whatever age, I don't know, depending on your country. You will be busy with that, and it will take, the summer is going to be for you in that regard, that kind of topic for you. And if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. If you're interested in one-on-one consultation, the links are down below. And I am moving on to Cancers. Thank you so much for watching. Hello dear Cancer, welcome to my channel again. If you haven't watched the beginning of the video, please check it out. But this part is for rising signs. Please make sure to check your rising sign. Super important. Let's begin. Venus is going to, Venus was in Cancer up until 6th of June, so most of Cancer risings were glowing up, shopping, spending money on your looks, right? I know. Now it's moving to your 2nd house of actually receiving money. It's moving into house of your values, of finances. On 6th or 5th of June, depending on your location, it's gonna move to your 2nd house, to Leo house, and immediately it will oppose Pluto. So this like first 3 days, from 6 until like 9th or 10th, depending again on your location. It will be opposing Pluto, which is in your 8th house, or it could be in, like, depending on your chart. You should check that. It's gonna oppose Pluto in your 8th house. So there is, it's an interesting opposition because it's all about money. So I feel like some of you will be like emailing and contacting the people in the higher positions for a raise, because you will be like, I think I'm worth more, or you'll be like, you should like either increase my salary or I am cutting down my hours. So that's how I feel for some of you in terms of money. But it could also be that maybe some of you who depend on other people's money will have to start taking care of yourself on your own. So maybe during this period, you will start looking for jobs and receiving good positions where you will be earning your own money, because these dates are important. 11th of June, 21st of August, 17th of September are the periods when Venus is going to square Jupiter in your 11th house of goals, dreams, plans in life, and big groups and communities in your life. And it is also the house of fame, it's the house of popularity, it's the house of your goals and projects and business and profit. So lots of situation we're having when it comes to like money and how you make this money. It could also be that there is something in the in government or outside of your reach, outside of your life, like, you know, something global happens. It will influence the way you make money. Maybe some kind of new ChatGPT situation happens, and it will be like, okay, now I know how I can make new source of income for myself. Maybe I should try something new, because 11th house is the house of Aquarius. It's the house of technology. It's the house of innovation. Something will be innovated that you could use for your benefit to make more money. Because also on 3rd of July, 9th of August, 29th of September, this Venus is going to square Uranus, which is also in your 11th house. I feel like for some of you, it will be like new ideas will come into your mind, in your head, where you'll be like, okay, I am completely changing the way I make money. I will no longer work for someone or rely on somebody else to give me money, because now I will be focusing on my own project, on my own goal, on my own business, because Leo is your baby, your business, and 11th house is also the house of goals and plans. Something about that can happen, but also again some kind of news in some kind of new technology, some kind of new advancement will happen that will change your mind in terms of what value you bring in this world and how you are being valued. So it'll be like, I don't think that's my worth. I think I'm worth more, because Venus in Leo brings this awareness of, hey, dear Cancer, you are worth more. You can make more money. So please go ahead and really, really think about how you can use your skills to increase your value, to bring you more money. But definitely 11th house is the house of profits, the house of your dreams coming true. On 24th of July until 5th of October, Venus is going retrograde. And when it goes retrograde, it brings old energy. So going retrograde in your second house can mean that, for example, in the beginning, before the retrograde, maybe you will decide to really focus on, okay, it could be that before the retrograde you're like really unsure about like, should I continue working for someone or should I work on my own? Should I do something of my own? You'll be like hesitant, but when the retrograde happens, you will have those ideas of the business, of the things, of the projects that you want to do coming back to you. So you'll have this flashback of memories of, if I do this, I can make this much money. If I do that, I can become this and that. Like, this retrograde season for some of you will bring this kind of realization of the projects or the ideas that you worked on before, and you will be working on them and perfecting them in order to later, when the Venus is direct, you can make your own business. Because Leo is always about your business. It's always about your creation. That's why I'm like talking too much about opening something of your own. But okay, for those Cancers who are not interested in having their, but you know what? Most of the entrepreneurs, especially female entrepreneurs that I know of, that I follow, are Cancers. Either Cancer Sun or Cancer Rising. So many Cancer females are like rich entrepreneurs. So many, like, it's crazy when you think about like what is it, businesswoman. You probably think about, I don't know, Capricorns or Leos, but in reality majority of them are Cancers. So maybe that's why I'm like talking about it a lot. But okay, let's forget about business women or having a business of your own. If we're talking about money and finances, during this retrograde you will be receiving old money. Like, if somebody owed you money, you will start receiving it back, or you didn't know that you lended someone money, that money is going to come back. You will probably receive offers from previous job positions that you have done, from people in the past who offered you some kind of position. But because Venus rules your 4th house of home and parents and family, it can also talk about real estate, inheritance. There could be some kind of situation revolving, maybe your parents will be giving you money, or you will be supporting them because there is some kind of old situation coming back. But definitely about like real estate or selling your property or receiving money from your property will be here. Let's say you sold a house or you bought a house, like something with the house, you will be receiving the money back, or you will, if you didn't pay the rent or the money, you will start paying it back, because you will either have money, or the person who purchased something from you, your house, they will start giving you the money. But during this period we're not selling anything. Do not sell, especially like your house during this period. No. Do not buy any house, but sell is okay, because we're like letting go of old energy. Do not buy anything new, please. Correction, do not buy. So 8th house is also the house of investments and banks. Maybe during this squares and during this opposition, something in bank situation or in stock market will go interestingly either wrong or to your benefit. So I guess I always like positive news and information. So I feel like these oppositions can, but you know, Pluto is the social planet, so it influences you, but mostly it influences you because something in global perspective happened, and that's how it's influencing you. So something in a market, in stock market, in trades will happen that will bring you financial benefit. Woohoo! For those who like do investments, or who, yeah, for those who do trading, investment, something global is happening that will completely shift the way that you make money. Yeah, If you are new to this channel, I hope you're already subscribed, and if you're interested in one-on-one consultation with me, the links are down below. And I am moving on to Leos. Hello dear Leo, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't watched the beginning of this video, guys, like, you should go back because it's all about Leo and Venus, and it's super important for you to check the beginning part of this video. I talk a lot about Leos, so I'm pretty sure you will like it. So this part of the video is for Leo risings, very important. Leo rising, because I'm going through houses system. And let me tell you, you're probably already feeling the energies of Leo. Mars is in Leo, like it entered a week or 2 weeks ago. So Venus entering your first house. Guys, finally, I can breathe better now, because when Mars was in the 12th house, Venus was in the 12th house. Well, it's good that Venus entered 12th house, because Mars being in the 12th house, not good. Please comment down below if you were going through really rough, tense, tough period in the past 3, 4, 6 months. Please let me know. I feel you. We're finally breaking free, and I feel like the breaking point was this week. Mars entering the first house, opposing Pluto in your 7th house of partnership, then squaring Jupiter in your career, squaring Uranus in your career. Woo! Lots of change, guys. Lots of change. Starting from hair, starting from style, starting from anything visual, going to partnerships, going to your career. I'm gonna take a sip. It's gonna be very interesting, but make sure to check the beginning. So, Venus enters Leo, your first house, on June 5th or 6th, depending on your location. And Venus entering the first house brings glam, attention, glow up, feeling confident, feeling comfortable. I feel like that's the key word here, feeling comfortable. But because Mars is there, feeling confident, feeling like the queen, because you are a queen. So what? It's rising. Okay, rising. Sun Leo's a bit different. Rising, yes. Yeah, that's why when you meet Leo suns and Leo risings, similar vibe but different energies. That's very important. So the moment it enters Leo, it's gonna oppose Pluto in the 7th house, which is kind of important if you are in relationship where you are doubting the situation, whatever is happening in this partnership. I guess it will be the time to let go, or you will feel like you have to let go this person from your life, or the person might be like, I think we should, like, you know, take a break. But it's not a break, it's like complete bye-bye, because Pluto is going retrograde in your 7th house. So it will make sure it cuts out and removes everything old and unnecessary. If the relationship is really strong, it will stay. But with Venus opposing Pluto there, it can mean that maybe there will be some kind of, you will sit down with your partner and you will have this conversation about things related probably to their career or your career. So like maybe the situation relating to your work, to what you do, is kind of giving some kind of tension in your partnership. And you will have this nice conversation where you will be like, okay, we should do some things to make sure that we continue this relationship. If not, then it's not, then it's bye-bye. It could be painful, it could be hard for some of you, but even the idea of having this conversation will be too much, because when Mars entered Leo this week on 31st, I had this opposition to Pluto, and it was squaring my purpose in life, the 10th house. And I said that in the beginning of this video. If you didn't watch it, I'm gonna say it again because it's super relevant. The moment Mars entered the first house, it's opposed to Pluto, which is partnership, and then it went square with Jupiter and then Uranus there. That day, those days actually, like 2-3 days, I was like, should I do this or not? Should I say bye-bye or not? And I did. I quit my job. I quit my business. So, and I was like, we're in partnership with my best friend in our business. I was like, I don't think I can do this. And even coming up and starting this conversation was painful. But the moment we had the conversation, I felt relieved. I felt good. So with astrology is usually like, those heart aspects, which we all astrologers talk about. Those aspects have to happen. If you don't have like different types of aspects, life's gonna be boring. That's why changes happen. That's why revolutions start. That's why like new beginnings happen. It's because we have these amazing aspects. Venus or Mars opposing Pluto. You're having this really interesting conversation with your love or business partner or your clients, and you're cutting out contracts. For example, the place that I worked for I started noticing that major partners of the company are like left. The employees left. So of course it's like, what's going on? Why everyone is leaving? But if you look at it, it's good. Maybe you will find somebody better for your employee, for your company. Or for the people who left, for them it's like, okay, maybe I will start something of my own. So same thing with this period. So the first time it enters, you will feel like when Venus enters Leo and then opposes Pluto, you will feel like something is not right. Something has to change. And then 11th of June, 21st of August, 17th of September, Venus is going to square Jupiter in your 10th house of career, job, purpose in life, work. So during this period, the energy will be way stronger. So those doubts that you had in the beginning will finally make sense, and you will finally take some actions revolving around your purpose in life, your career, and your status. And by status, it can actually be anything. Marriage, divorce, contracts, becoming employed or jobless, and then joblessness will bring you something of your own, and you will figure out what is the best thing that you can do to actually start something better. And then also 7th of July, 9th of August, 29th of September, lots of 9, 29th of September, Venus will square Uranus, which is also in your 10th house. So big changes when it comes to your job, your partner, and your status in life. This is very interesting because Venus is the planet of love. If you're single, I feel like you will no longer be single because 10th house is the house of status. So let's say I've been single for many years, and something random, because with Uranus you cannot predict what's gonna happen. Something big, like something new, is going to enter your life, and you will no longer be single. You will finally have someone, and you were like, I did not plan this, I didn't think about it. And same thing, especially if some of you are in really hard relationships where you're doubting this partnership, this love, romance, and you really want to break free, but maybe you're like thinking about them, thinking about how would they feel. This is the period where you will really, like, your soul, your heart will be like, no, you're hurting me. Why you're not seeing me? You should look at me. I am also important. Other people, yes, they're important, but I am also here. I'm about to cry. I am also important. You should really look at me. I want this. Why you're thinking about other people? Why you're thinking about them? Please look at me. I know, like, sometimes we should think about what other people think, but this is the period where if you were neglecting yourself, your inner child, yourself, you will either some situations in your life will happen that you will look at yourself, or you will finally take your life in your own hands and will say bye-bye to people or to work or to something that really your heart doesn't want to do, and you will finally be free, and there will be new opportunities, new changes, because this year and then the next year are huge years for Leos. It's big changes, massive changes happening in your life. Really. The periods of retrograde, 24th of August until 5th of October. Retrograde, going back in your first house. We're going to have the situations that were happening for you from the end of June. Okay, so I deleted 5,661 pictures, bunch of videos, and I found out that apparently I did not delete the June 2023 2-hour-long video. So we have time to record, and let me finish with you guys. So basically, while I was like deleting stuff, maybe I could bring my situation as an example. Maybe for some of you it can be related. I am a student, right? I am doing astrology like part-time. I'm not doing it even part-time. I'm just doing it for fun. Once I have time, I record these videos. I was working on a business project with my best friend for 3 years now, and it was completely remote, but the business is skincare products. It cannot be done remotely. And I was doing some side jobs, teaching English, working as a translator, and it was like to get enough money to move to Europe for my flight and to have money to pay for my dorm or whatever. And what I've noticed is that apparently, as a Leo rising with Capricorn sun, I don't want to work for anyone, and I want to have and work on my business, but I cannot do it remotely, and I cannot get orders from anyone. I don't like when people tell me what to do. I like telling people what to do because I know what is good, what other people can do way better than me or way better than they even know. So I have all of the situations. They were going for years, for a year, and for my skincare business for 3 years now. But at this point, with this Pluto and all of these situations happening in skies, it was horrible. It was traumatizing. It was exhausting, stressful, depressive, and whatever you can come up with. I had all of that. And once Mars started opposing, squaring, whatever I mentioned in the beginning, I was like, that's it. It's official. Official. I will never, ever work for anyone. I cannot do my skincare business, which is my passion, just like astrology. I cannot do it remotely. I cannot do it in Netherlands because I do not like Netherlands. That's where my business partner is at. I cannot do this like that anymore. And I started noticing that apparently people on YouTube are watching my astrology videos and are interested in listening to me. And I am apparently grabbing attention of companies who want to work with me. I'm like, I don't need any security net, safety net, nothing. I don't care. I'm gonna go hungry. I'm gonna fast for 30 days. If I don't have enough money, I can just go hungry. It's fine. I paid for this room. At least this is my safety. I have 1 month to stay here. I quit everything. It was painful. It was hard. I quit the skincare business I've been working on for 3 years because I do not see. I cannot do this anymore. I quit literally everything. And then you know what else I quit? I had those hair and I was like, okay, now I'm gonna grow my hair long. I wanna see how, like, you know, because you watch movies and most of the time people have long hair and it looks so fancy. And I've been having short hair from 2017. And I just checked recently. I cut my hair short exactly when Mars entered Leo in 2019. So I was giving a chance for long hair and then always cutting it when Mars was in Leo. So I cut that long hair, even though I was like, I'm gonna try and see how it looks because everyone else looks so good. No, I even cut that. So much cutting, so much letting go. There is no, I don't have any safety net. I have nothing to be like, okay, I can live off of the saved money that I have. I don't have clients. I don't have anything. I don't have anything that is like scheduled that will make sure that I have security, financial security. I don't have anything. But all I know is that I have the support of all of these planets. All I know, Jupiter in the 10th house, Uranus in the 10th house, North Node in the 10th, in the 9th, Pluto in the 7th and the 6th, Venus, Mars in the 1st house of Leo. I know these planets have my back. They are here to support me. I am not afraid at all. Even though if you don't look at astrology, you will be freaked out. You will be like, girl, you don't have no place to live. You don't have a job. You're not even preparing for exams. You want to quit school. What are you doing? My chart says Jupiter is supporting me. Venus with Mars and Leo is supporting me. Pluto going retrograde, going back to Capricorn, is trying to say, take your power back. You can do it by yourself. It is fine. You will find whatever love, Michael B. Jordan coming your way. There is everything that I don't need a friend to tell me everything's gonna be fine. I have me, this video, this natal chart telling me that everything's gonna be fine. I'm usually the type of person telling other people that everything's gonna be fine, and everyone, when they look at me, they think I'm doing great. Girl, I was homeless. For a past week, I was walking from home to home, staying with my friends. Thanks God I have friends. I was homeless and broke. People think I have everything in control. I don't. All I have is astrology and believing that it will work. So, trust me, if you are in a similar situation, you don't know what is going on, the only thing you can rely on is on yourself, on your heart, on your child, your own child, your inner child. Go back and check out what was it that you were so passionate about? What was it that you really, really love to do? What was that made you, like, you know, turn mountains and do whatever you want? Like, with Leo risings, guys, it's all about you. So for me, I decided to take my astrology seriously, professionally, creatively, expensive, luxurious. Like, I will do everything that Leo risings tell you to do. With Leo rising, you have to follow your heart. If Leo risings don't follow their heart and work for somebody else or have someone to tell them what to do, you will be miserable, guys. If you feel like you're depressed or you feel like something is missing, it's because you're not listening to your heart or to Soleil. Guys, just listen to yourself. It will help you out because you have all the support, guys, all the support. So please check other videos. Jupiter in Taurus video, powerful. Check that out. Check June video. I don't know when I'm gonna do July video, maybe tomorrow, maybe today, I don't know, depending on this phone that is dying. But I really hope you guys are going to find this chunk of the video helpful. Just check the beginning as well, because the beginning is fully about this aspect. Let me see what else I can say. So Venus rules your 3rd house of siblings, short courses, teaching, learning, driving. Guys, my plan in this next 2 months, buy a car. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I want to have my Fiat 500 Italian car. Rules the third house of cars, siblings. I want to support my sibling, my sister. I want her to open her business and work on it, because my sibling can definitely become the most like serial entrepreneur, because she is Cancer. Cancers are the best entrepreneurs. Then Venus also rules 10th house. It rules Taurus. It's, guys, like this summer is the period where you will be the one who will decide what's your future gonna look like. Nobody else will tell you how your future will be like. It's only you who will be the one in charge of your destiny. You will be like, I'm gonna do this, and you will start moving towards it. And with Leo's persistence and consistency and never giving up, I'm pretty sure you will achieve whatever you want to achieve. Just do what you love doing. It turned out to be like a super aggressive motivation video, but I'm sorry, like Mars is in Leo. Mars is, this red color is Mars, Leo rising here. I think I'm gonna watch this, and I'm gonna, at least there will be someone who will be telling me, like, supporting me. Yes, I know. Guys, comment down below if like you're going through similar situations, but oh my god, I've been waiting for this Mars to move away from my 12th house. It was miserable. Okay. If you're interested in one-on-one consultation with me, the links are down below, and I'm gonna move on to Virgos. Hello, dear Virgos. Please check your rising sign, the sun sign. So I was saying that it's fully for rising signs. It will make sense completely, 100% for rising signs. And when I was doing Cancer reading, my sister is Cancer, but I was doing rising sign. And when this camera decided to stop, my sister sent me a message that resonated with rising sign Cancer, and she's Cancer sun. So you can check everything, but mostly please make sure to check your rising sign. And also, if you haven't watched June video, check the June video. And then I also have Jupiter in Taurus video, which we will touch here as well, but it's super important. So Venus will enter your 12th house on 5th or 6th of June, and immediately it will oppose Pluto, which is in your 6th house. Right away we're having whatever, so when it will start opposing, so during the period it will start opposing Pluto. Pluto will also go retrograde. So check the June video for like retrograde interpretation of Pluto. But basically 12th house and 6th house are responsible for health, your physical health and your mental health. So Venus entering 12th house opposing Pluto in the 6th house can talk about some kind of health situation will come back to you, and you will have to deal with it, or it will be the period where you will finally get rid of that health situation that you have had. But also it's like mental health situation as well. Maybe something will happen in your life that you will be like triggered to change your mindset, and it will help you to rapidly improve and get better. But whatever it is, in the end it's gonna be super positive for your change, because this summer is all about transformation. It's all about going back to your inner child, fixing everything, inner child wound, and figuring out what exactly that you really want. Especially for you, it's relating to your soul. So getting in tune with your soul, and releasing unnecessary things from your life. Literally anything that doesn't serve you, you're gonna be releasing and moving on. Then on 11th of June, 21st of August, 17th of September, Venus is going to square Jupiter, which is in your 9th house. So from your 12th house, squaring your 9th house, which both actually talk about immigration, traveling abroad, living abroad, studying abroad, moving abroad, living in some kind of different city, some kind of different country. And there could be the situation where one thing that is coming in my head is the visa situation, or your passport. Maybe your passport is expiring, or your visa is expiring, and it's giving you so much frustration that you will finally go and apply for extension or something. But it will be like, you know, you will be so anxious about it, and then after you act and actually go and do something, it will work. Similar situation could be happening with education, or working for international company, or with foreigners. Because Venus is also the planet of money, maybe you will, it could be that maybe you will apply for job positions, but related to different countries, or something different that you haven't done before, and it could, you will do it just for the sake of money, but in return, I guess it will bring you closer to apparently what you really like doing. So maybe you will start, you will be like, you need money, so you will start this new position, new job, and you don't want to tell about it to anyone, and that job will actually lead you to understanding and discovering what is it that you're good at and you really like, and that will bring you financial benefits. But it is definitely related to spirituality, to education, to something foreign and abroad. Also, it can be related to, I mean, whatever I just explained could also happen on 3rd of June, 9th of August, 29th of September, because Venus is gonna square Uranus, which is also in your 9th house. So something unexpected, something out of nowhere that even I cannot tell can happen either globally or in your life, related to the 9th house that I just explained, like living abroad, studying abroad, traveling abroad, learning new languages, learning new skills, and teaching. That will shift your mindset and maybe make you more closer, get you closer to spirituality. Also, Jupiter in the 9th house talks about a guru. Maybe you will find someone who will, not that you're searching, maybe someone will tell you something and it will trigger you or activate you to really look deep within. But you know, like, I think document situation, especially with working abroad, traveling abroad, is very highlighted. Then let's see, Venus rules your 2nd house of money and your 9th house of traveling. So again, lots of traveling, which is it could also be that maybe, it could be that, for example, you will receive some kind of offer from a foreign company, international company, and they will be like, you will have to move. You'll have to travel to this place where you don't know anyone. So Venus is gonna be in your 12th house for a long time. So maybe because of this new offer, new position, you will have to change your location and be away from people, and you will feel like you're isolated, but this is the job that will actually really make you feel good about yourself, because for you it's definitely money related and traveling abroad or living abroad. Then Venus is going to go retrograde from 24th of September to 5th of 24th of July until 5th of October in your 12th house. So let's say if you're dealing with documents, especially financial documents, or like your passports, your visas, your tickets and everything, you'll be going back and forth, and maybe you will need to add some extra information. Maybe you missed something, so you'll be going back to that. But it can also be that you will travel back to the places that you have already been in before. But it is also perfect time, like throughout the whole summer, it's the perfect time for retreats, going on some kind of resorts and relaxing, swimming, enjoying your time in nature. So if you feel kind of like alone or isolated, go to nature. Go barefoot on a grass, walk a bit, It will really help you to kind of ground you and kind of release all the negative energy and charge yourself with something positive. Wow, definitely. Please let me know in comments how it's gonna turn out for you. I feel like lighter because when I talk about people like throughout this 12 signs, my emotions go like this because I am an empath. So sometimes I feel like I am feeling the other signs energy, and then my head just goes like and I feel so chill. Maybe some of you, because I mean 12th house is the sacred house, 9th house is the house of spirituality, knowledge, wisdom. 12th house is full of spirituality. It's all about like soul. I feel like some of you will be like really relaxing or figuring out how to be in tune with yourself, how to feel comfortable, or you will be like so at ease. I don't know, I feel like it's gonna be really chill summer for you. I mean, here and there with some documents, what is it, like you'll be busy with document, but overall like you'll feel like really at peace and at ease, and you'll feel like finally I got what I wanted. At the moment you might be going through some like irritation because Mars is in your 12th house, but check the June video for that. And we're gonna move to Libras. So hello dear Libras, welcome to my channel. Please make sure to check your rising sign. Your sun sign and moon sign is okay, you can still check it, but for like accurate, really accurate, on point readings, it's usually your rising sign. But guys, it's not a whole sign system, so you should check on your chart which houses I am talking about for you. For example, Venus will enter your 11th house of Leo on 6th of June or 5th of June, depending on your location, and will be there until the middle of October, like 10th of October. So it will be there for a long time. And dear Libras, Venus in 11th house is all about socializing, it's about friends, it's about networking, it's about communication, but most importantly, it's about profits, it's about your goals, it's about your projects, your dreams in life, and of course finding love through friends. Well, that's like going to be like the focus or the main themes that will happen in your life throughout the summer. But the moment it enters your 11th house, it's going to immediately oppose the 5th house of kids. So something in regards with kids, love, business, creativity, art, entrepreneurship will be like challenging you. Maybe something, if you have kids, some situation about your kids will appear, and then you will have to spend some time working on that. And it's kind of possible, because even if you don't have kids, maybe your siblings' kids or someone else's kids will be playing a big role in your life. So maybe some kind of news during that period, like the beginning of June, like 6, 7, 8, like those periods, you will receive some kind of news relating to kids, relating to business, relating to competitions, relating to some kind of projects. Then remember these dates: 11th of June, 21st of August, 17th of September. Venus will square Jupiter in your 8th house. So let's think about it. 8th house is the house of other people's money. It's about investments, it's about scholarships, it's about inheritance, it's about basically other people's money. So it looks like for some of you who are applying, let's say for a loan, or you were applying for investment for your project, for your business, maybe you will get rejected, and that will force you to work on this project, like financial wise, on your own. Or it could be the other way around. It could be that you really need money and you don't know where to get it, and you're like super stressed about it, and you're like, what, how, and where am I gonna get money? And then boom, all of a sudden someone random, someone you didn't know, but someone who is in power could borrow you or give you money, because on 3rd of July, 9th of August, 29th of September, Venus is going to also square Uranus, which is also in the 8th house of banks, loans, big money, other people's money. So maybe there's also another interpretation that there is someone actually offering you money to use for your projects, to use for your kids, but you're like, oh, maybe there's some kind of other situation that is not letting you to use that money, but then there is that money that you have that will go away if you do not use it. So during this period, you will probably figure out if you want to like work with this organization that wants to provide you with money. I know it sounds like someone is giving me money and I am hesitant. Trust me, there are situations where you just cannot get, like, I know that. But for example, it could be that, let's bring my situation. It's a hypothetical. For example, I want to quit university in order to pursue my dreams and my goals, because 11th house is dreams and goals. But I am financially dependent on my scholarship. So if I decide to quit, I no longer receive scholarship, I no longer have visa, I no longer have whatever. So it's kind of hard for me to pursue my dream. So there's this, like, this is just one way of interpreting, because everyone's life is specific and very different. I cannot here sit down. I literally don't have even space on my phone. If I sit down and talk only about Libra risings, I will at least have 12 different types of interpretations for this Venus in Leo in your 11th house. So please do not judge me if it's not relating to you. It could relate if I had more space on my phone or time in my life. If you're hearing a noise, I guess students are having party because it's Friday. Okay. Venus is going to go retrograde from 24th of July until 5th of October. And it is retrograding in your 11th house. So exes are coming back. People from the past are, especially exes, are coming back because Venus rules your first house, and your first house is related to like 7th house of partners. Exes are coming back. Friends, especially like friends that you don't talk to usually throughout the year, and then you talk with them once a year, but this one is kind of like a different type of friend, because those type of friends come back during Mercury retrograde, the ones with whom you talk to but not as often throughout the year, but then you talk once a while. With this Venus retrograde, it could be someone super important for you specifically coming back and messaging you during this retrograde. It could be, yeah, like some oh, it also could be some kind of friend that you didn't know is going through some kind of situation, and you'd be like, oh my god, I didn't know that they are in some kind of situation. So you will be kind of spending more time with them and being super nostalgic, I think. And for those who are single, I guess you will find your love if you are hanging around with friends more. Or it could be your friend from the past that will be the one who will be like inviting you to go out. And if you're new to this channel, I hope you're already subscribed, and I'll see you later. But check Jupiter and Taurus, check June video. Those are super important. I know I don't look so well in my June video. It was night, I was recording. I don't know, maybe I was pissed that day. But check that out. I think those videos are super important. We're moving to Scorpio. Hello, dear Scorpios. I hope you're doing well, because yeah, we're having many things happening for fixed signs like Scorpio, Leos, Tauruses, and Aquariuses. The energies are strong. I totally understand you. I I think this video can be related to both sun, moon, and rising, but mostly for rising because it will be very specific in terms of the sectors, the fields of your life that it will be touching. Venus is entering your 10th house of career, of status, of purpose in life, and your reputation. And it is going to be there for, I was about to say 10 months, no, four-ish months. That's a long period. And Venus is the planet of money. But this Venus rules your 12th house of foreign lands, away from home. It also rules your 7th house of partnership. So wow, so many things for me to interpret within this time frame that I have before my phone decides to die again. So let's begin. Venus enters Leo on 6th or 5th of June, depending on your location, and immediately it's opposing your 4th house of family, home, and parents. Immediately, it's like boom. So there is some kind of news coming from home, from your family. That could be about, I cannot tell exactly what it could be about, but definitely some kind of news that might trigger you to either start moving and traveling, because we have 12th house of immigration. It's also the house of hospitals. So some of you will be receiving news where you will have to travel, but it's also related to your career and work. For example, it could be that you will receive a job promotion or offering where you will have to change your place of living. You'll have to travel somewhere. I know we started deep, but I don't know, maybe it will relate to some of you, maybe it won't, but there's just like, I don't know, I feel like I have to say this, but I know it's a bit tough. But the thing is, whatever happens with these transits, it's usually to remove the things that no longer serve you and actually positively influence your future. Then on 11th of June, 21st of August, 17th of September, Venus will be squaring Jupiter in your 7th house of partnerships, love, like love partnership, business partnership, and let's say clientele partnership. So there could be also some kind of news, some kind of information relating to your work that will influence your partnership situation. Most probably because we have 4th house, 12th house, there is some kind of offer from work where you will have to move, right? Where you will have to travel to another country, and it will bring a conversation between you and your partner about how this relationship is gonna move, how we can work this out remotely if you're moving or they are moving somewhere. And also on 3rd of July, 9th of August, 29th of September, Venus will square Uranus, which is also in your 7th house. So with Uranus in the 7th house, it's something unexpected, something sudden from your partner, that like some kind of news, something in their life will happen that will influence you directly as well. And it will influence not only you personally, but maybe it will influence your job and your living situation. That's like very interesting. And make sure to save the dates. Okay. And Venus is going retrograde from 24th of July until 5th of October, again in your 10th house of reputation, work, career. Maybe during this time you will be receiving offers from your previous job, or maybe maybe you have applied for some kind of position long time ago and it will pop up again, and either they will offer you the job that you have chosen before and you kind of forgot about it. Or it could also be that during this retrograde, I already talked about this in the beginning, maybe during this retrograde you'll be like, I'm so done for working for an organization, for someone. I want to do something of my own. and this something of your own will be the topics that you have already thought about, did, the projects, the businesses that you have done, but it is definitely connected to your partner, like love or business or like clients, definitely people that you know, it's connected to them. But during this retrograde, do not start new projects or take on a new position unless it's like a position that you have already applied for. Yeah. And if you're new to this channel, please make sure to subscribe. And what I'm also like trying to say is make sure to check like Jupiter in Taurus video and my June video. It's super important because there is definitely for you are going to be traveling a lot to home country, to places that you have already been in before, because we're having lots of old energy, but also the energy of traveling. So that's going to be interesting. But definitely I feel like you will travel somewhere, like somewhere far or somewhere back home. You will travel somewhere where you will receive some kind of new vibes and new ideas, new perspectives. Like you will have something new in your head, like an idea popping, and you will be like, oh, I have to do this. Why I didn't think about it before? Like this is going to be very interesting period for you, because lots of movement happening for you, lots of change, because you are having all the main points in the chart activating. 1, 7, 4, 10. These are like really big changes happening for you in this summer. Definitely related to family, to your partner, and to your work. Please let me know in comments if something like that is happening in summer and you know about it. And thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in one-on-one consultations, the links are down below. And we're moving to Sagittarius. Hello dear Sagittarius. Welcome to my channel. I know you haven't watched the beginning of the video. It's fine. We're gonna talk about Sagittarius risings. You can watch this as Sagittarius sun. It will kind of it will resonate, but mostly the rising will give you like specific details. So let's begin. For you, Venus is entering your 9th house of education, studying abroad, traveling abroad, learning new languages, so it can happen. I feel like I am always in Mercury retrograde. But it doesn't say that in my chart because I'm not sure about my birth time or my birthday. Okay, that's a secret reveal here. Anyways, Venus in the 9th house, of course, it loves to be in the 9th house. Like Venus loves to be in fire location or fire places, and 9th house is the house of Sagittarius. So you guys, you love traveling. So this summer you will be traveling back and forth to pass to new, like you will be moving a lot, especially to old locations that you have already been in. And immediately when Venus enters, it's gonna be interesting because my sister is Sagittarius rising. Venus enters the 9th house and immediately it starts opposing your 3rd house. For some of you, it could be in the 2nd house. So it really depends on the location. That's why you should check your chart. It will immediately go opposing your 3rd house of short distance traveling, of short courses and short certificates, trainings and stuff. So there could be, okay, let me see. Venus is ruling your 11th house of goals, profits and dreams, and your 6th house of hard work. When Venus will enter your 9th house on June 6th, it will immediately go opposing the Pluto, and there's going to be this maybe hesitation or doubt or choice between, do you want to study remotely or do you want to really take this leap of faith and travel abroad? or you can just quit and do something short term, for example, especially if we're talking about education. For others of you, it could be that maybe during this period you're receiving some kind of offer, job related, or some kind of project, some kind of invitation, some kind of partnership from foreigners, from international companies, could be from universities, and you will be thinking, if should I like work with them and move to them, or I can work like online from them, or just do like a freelance job. So there's going to be this like choice between the two, or just thinking what is the best way that you can work this out. Because definitely whatever is happening in the summer is 100% related to work, because on 11th of June, 21st of August, 17th of September, we're having Venus squaring Jupiter, which recently entered your 6th house of hard work and health, discipline, and diet. And Jupiter rules you. Jupiter is your planet. And it's kind of like a very important things relating to foreigners, relating to international organizations, relating to education, that will be like kind of triggering you between like, should I work harder, should I like stay working, or should I start traveling, should I should I leave everything and just move abroad and start traveling. There could be this kind of interpretation. Also, there could be that maybe it's time for you to move, but then you will have to go and check up your health. For example, you know, like when you move to another country, or when you like apply for universities, you have to go through medical checkups, and then you'll be like, oh my god, I should go through all of these processes again. Like it could be one of the interpretations. Because also on 3rd of July, 9th of August, 29th of September, Venus will also square the Uranus, which is also in your 6th house of work, routine, day-to-day job, and health. So I feel like for some of you, there could be this moment, this period in summer where you'll be like, should I continue working day to day, or should I focus on like some kind of something like freelance, something like education, or should I like quit working and just pursue some kind of specific degree and apply for scholarships? So I feel like it's mostly like that, because 3rd house is the house of publications, it's the house of short courses. Maybe you will be like, okay, I will have to, in order for me to make money, because Venus rules your 6th and 11th house. 11th house is the house of profits, it's the house of fame, it's the house of social media, YouTube, technology. And it could be that you will decide to become this like person who will be delivering your knowledge to other people through social media, through writing something, through contacting other people. Because in this case, with Jupiter in the 6th house, it's very good that you will feel super productive, super effective, because 6th house is about day-to-day job. It's about like putting a schedule and following the schedule, the to-do list. And also Pluto in the 3rd house, which talks about siblings, and it's also the house of day-to-day work and business, because it's the house of Gemini. It really feels like some of you will be the ones who will be making the schedule for yourself. So there will no longer be working from 9 to 5 for someone, or you will have this freedom to create your own schedule of work, your own way of profiting and making money. But it is definitely relating to delivering and spreading your knowledge with other people, consulting through social media and through lots of communication, but definitely about foreigners, about education, about traveling abroad. Very, very interesting. Also, Venus will be in your 9th house for next 4.5 months, from June 5th or 6th until middle of October. And it's all about, guys, you will be traveling for work, traveling for education, traveling to siblings, traveling because of siblings. It's kind of an interesting period for you. I mean, Sagittarius have to travel. Sagittarius should never be sitting in one place in front of computer at home in four walls. Never. Never. Sagittarius, you have to travel, guys. You have to move, you have to change, you have to do different type of tasks throughout the day. With Jupiter being in your 6th house, which talks about consistency, routine, and like, you know, repeating things. But because you have a gem like 3rd house and 9th house activation, it talks about like, no, you can be consistent and have this routine, but it doesn't have to be like you doing the same thing all over again. It could be you will be enjoying doing the same things, but it will be more like different vibes, different energies that you will be working on, different projects that you will be working on. Oh my God, I'm having my cramps. It's not good. I have to wrap this up. But for more information, check June video and Taurus, Jupiter in Taurus video. Super important. You have to check those videos, especially the Jupiter in Taurus video. It's for the next 1 year for you. Please check that out. We're going to move to Capricorn. Hello, guys. I've missed you so much. So if you haven't watched the beginning of the video, I mean, you can check it. If you don't want to, it's fine. We're here, we're in Capricorn part. Please make sure you're checking the rising sign, the sun sign. Let's see how it's gonna turn out, because I am a sun Capricorn. Let's see what's gonna happen for us. But make sure you're checking your rising sign. It's way more accurate. Let's go. Venus is entering the 8th house of other people's money, investments, scholarships, trading and crypto, like everything, other people's money. Okay, I already like that. It's gonna enter Leo in June 6th or 5th, depending on your location, and will be there until the middle of October. Long time, which is very good, because Pluto has entered like our 2nd house of Aquarius, which talks about like money. Then now it's going back retrograde into Capricorn. So this period is kind of crucial for us in terms of our financial values, our finances, because here I want to become a billionaire. Ooh, that's a rhyme. I mean, when you're a Capricorn, you have big goals, especially when it comes to money. Like Jeff Bezos, Capricorn, Alibaba guy is also Capricorn. Like, we're aiming high, guys. So with Venus in your 8th house and Pluto kind of like going back and forth from the 2nd house, when Pluto entered 2nd house of Aquarius, can you please comment down below if you had some kind of, in March, it entered in the end of March, did you have this new influx or new ideas about making money, or this urge to make more money, or something about money? Because for me, from March, I was like, there's no way I am going to be receiving scholarships every day. I need to make my own money and giving scholarships to other people. This is very important. For this next 4 months, we will be figuring out the ways to expand. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about saying we, you, no, but it's so, okay, we. We will be discovering the ways we can increase our financial situation, improve our finances, because there is the moment Venus enters the 8th house, it immediately opposes Pluto, which is in our 2nd house at the moment. So it talks about definitely cutting out some financial sources that were in your life and moving to something else, to something of your own, because Venus rules the 10th house of career, of your reputation, of your life. And for example, when Mars entered Leo like last week and this week it went opposing Pluto, right? I quit all of my money incomes, especially working for someone income. I said bye-bye. So it was something like that for me, because I felt uncomfortable working for someone. So for you, it could be something else, because I am Leo rising. So for me, working on me is like, for myself, basically being an entrepreneur is more suitable than working for someone else. But in your case, it could be, depending on your sun, depending on your moon, depending on what you do, it will be something that will trigger you to either stop working for the same organization, or stop doing the things that you did before in order to improve and increase your financial income, because Pluto is all about removing and cutting out everything that is not for your good purposes. Pluto is never about like taking other people's sides. It's all about taking care of you. So if you feel like there's some kind of tension in terms of finances, Pluto here is like, hey, we're doing it for a reason, so that you can figure out what is the best way for you to make money. For example, investments. I'm not promoting anything like trading or whatever. I'm just saying, for me, for example, I want to learn about Bitcoin, about crypto. I want to learn how to not depend on governments or not depend on euro or dollars. Like something of that kind of spectrum can be happening for you too. So that's important. And then here's the thing. Now it makes sense. Let me take a sip. It's hot in the dorm. There is no air conditioner. That's why I need to drink water. Stay hydrated, guys. 11th of June, 21st of August, 17th of September, Venus will be squaring Jupiter, which just entered the 5th house of love, creativity, art, kids, and your own business. The older I'm getting, the more I want to have kids, but not of my own. That was just like, I don't know, maybe it will relate to someone. So Venus will square immediately your 5th house. So this is what I just brought as an example of me deciding to make money from my own business than from the government or from working on somebody. So for you, for some of you, it could be similar. Maybe you will finally decide to pursue your goal of becoming an entrepreneur or doing the business that you wanted to do before, but you for some reason couldn't do it. For others of you, maybe, especially if you have kids, it could be that maybe now something big in your life of kids is happening. For example, they're traveling abroad. Maybe they're getting accepted for some kind of exchange program in a different country, getting accepted to some kind of university, and they need money for tickets for university, and it will bother you so much that you will think about the ways to make more money. For example, I know my mom is a Capricorn, and her daughters, I am studying here, she's constantly hearing that I'm broke, and then her younger daughter is getting accepted to university to study abroad. So my mom, being retired as a Capricorn, now she's thinking about the ways to make money. And it could be for her through baking, because she's Taurus rising, she loves baking. So for you, it's similar thing. You just go ahead and check your chart and see what you're good at. What are the ways you can make money so that you can support yourself, your kids, your goals, your dreams. That sounded so good. Yep. And the thing is, this Venus is ruling your 10th house of career, but also it's ruling the 5th house of love. So maybe for some of you who are singles, maybe you will meet someone who is who is like money person, meaning, for example, you are meeting someone who talks about money, or you go to this like lecture about money, about how to trade and stuff, and you meet your love through that with them. Or you could meet someone who's super rich. I don't know, like those kind of situation can happen with Capricorns, and there's so many ways we can interpret that. But oh my god, but it really depends on your own personal chart. So if you're interested in one-on-one consultation with me, we can definitely check it out, how it's gonna go. It's gonna be so much fun to do a reading for a Capricorn. It's very interesting because so many relatable things that I can talk about. And Venus is going retrograde on 24th of July until 5th of October. It looks like people from the past again will be offering you job positions that revolves money, or maybe it could be that you invest in something, and when Venus goes retrograde, that's when you will start receiving the profits of it. Because, for example, let's say you invested in like a few months ago, or like you just invested and you're feeling like it's not going anywhere, but maybe when it goes retrograde, the investments will go up and you will gain some kind of good money. But also with Venus retrograde, it's not the worst time to invest. When Venus goes retrograde, not the best time to invest. So don't make big purchases, don't buy really expensive things. Just wait, and if you do, save the receipts. And if you're new to this channel, please make sure to subscribe to hear these kind of amazing readings from a fellow Capricorn. I don't think there are many Capricorn astrologers out on YouTube. Like, I follow most of them. I've never met a Capricorn astrologer. Very interesting. I'm still doubting my birthday. I was doubting my birth time. Now I'm doubting my birthday. I'm joking. I just have many things in Aquarius. It's normal to have things in Aquarius and be interested in astrology, and then have other planet situation houses. Okay, I'm talking a lot, and I'll see you in my next video. We're moving to Aquarius. Hello dear Aquariuses. If you haven't watched the beginning of the video, you have to check that out, because the signs that are definitely influenced by Venus in Leo are all fixed signs. Aquariuses, Leos, Tauruses, and Scorpios. So make sure to check your rising sign, or if you have something in these fixed signs that I'll mention, this will be very interesting and helpful too. Let's go. Venus enters your 7th house of partnership and love, not love, partnerships, like love partnership, business partnership, clients, on June 5th or 6th, depending on your location, and it will immediately oppose Pluto in your 1st house. So immediately, what does it mean? It means when Venus goes into your 7th house, it will start like giving you this hesitation, or this, inner inner battle between you and what is the value of other person in your life, in your business, in your love life, in your like those kind of situations. And you will be really deciding about like, do I really want to spend my time for this person? Do I really want to spend my time with this person on this project that we are doing together? Do I really want to like be with them in a committed relationship or not? It's just like those thoughts will be running through your head, like in the beginning when Venus enters the 7th house. And then on 11th of June, 21st of August, 17th of September, Venus is going to square Jupiter, that is in your 4th house of living place, of the place where you call home, the place where you live, sleep, your parents, your home country, and real estate. So many ways we can interpret that. Maybe for some of you, you will meet someone who is a foreigner, and now you will have to move to their country, so away from your home country, or vice versa. And also it could be that you meet someone that your family is like kind of like, what? We were hoping you will find this person and blah, blah, blah. And in the beginning, there will be some kind of tension between you telling them like, this is the partner I want to be with. And they will be like, are you really sure? Do you really want to do this? So maybe their approval will be super important for you. That's one. Two, second interpretation, it could be like relating to, like, if you're in a business partnership with someone and it's revolving around like some kind of land, some kind of property, there's going to be maybe a situation where you will have a conversation about like where you are living, where they are living, if you can work on this business together from like being in different locations, different places. Another way we can interpret this this aspect is that 4th house is the house of inheritance and big money. With Venus in the 7th house, it could be, I don't know how to say it, but let me just say what is coming to my head first. So I would say it's definitely partnership, like some kind of love situation that will be needing the approval of your parents. But also it could also like be that maybe because you will move your home, maybe because you will move your location, it will be kind of like, you know, tough, like to move out, to move in, to like decorate and stuff. But through this movement, you could meet someone who could be your love partner in the future, or they could be your business partner. You could find someone through this kind of movement, moving in and moving out. You can find the right partner. But like that moving part will be like, girl, I just moved in. Like I'm still unpacking. I don't have everything yet here. That's why it looks empty. So that's an example. Why am I saying this? My moon is in Aquarius. My other planets are also in Aquarius. So, for example, my moon situation is relating because 4th house is the moon house, is the house of living and comfort zone. So yeah. And around 3rd of July, 9th of August, 29th of September, we're also having this kind of situation because Venus will be squaring Uranus also in the 4th house. So maybe during this dates, you will be again moving out and moving in. So I guess lots of moving in and moving out for you guys. For us, I don't know. I'm tired of moving in and moving out. But maybe I will get bored in a month. So it's totally normal. Then Venus will go retrograde from 24th of July until 5th of October in the 7th house of love, partnership, business partnership, and clients. Guys, exes will be coming back. 100%, they will be messaging you. 100% love exes are coming back. Like coming back. Just please comment down below. I will comment down below if guy is coming back. But also, Venus is in the 7th house of clients for a long period of time. And Venus rules your 9th house of short distance travelings. And the 4th house of moving out and moving in and the houses. So Venus in the 7th house for this 4.5 months will bring you loyal customers. Customers from the places where you have lived in. Customers from abroad. People, like, you will expand your clientele list. You will have more clients from your home country, from abroad. I mean, this sounds great. I like this interpretation. I hope it comes out true, because Venus rules your 9th house and 4th house, as I said. And both of them, Venus is the planet of money. So if you are in a field where you're doing consultations, you have clients, you're selling something, you're in sales, where you are using nature, because 4th house is the house of like it's nature. Maybe you're using plants, essential oils, like things like that, and doing them with your own hands, you're going to receive clients and you know, a feedback from people who will really like what you're doing. So I hope it resonates. Please let me know how it will turn out for you. And if you're interested in one-on-one consultation, the links are down below. And let's move on to Pisces. Hello there, Pisces. I was so afraid that I wouldn't be able to make this video, and even though it's a short, like it's supposed to be a short video, for some reason now it's gonna be more than 2 hours video, and I have no idea how am I gonna combine this part with the first part that was cut out from this part. Wow, I was really afraid that I wouldn't be able to make the Pisces part, because I know how many Pisces are watching my videos. I'm like, wow, these Pisceans, Pisce in Italian or in French, people are watching me. Thank you guys. I really love you, and I appreciate you for being here and waiting until like last. But let's get to the juice. You know the drill. Watch with your rising sign, but it will definitely work with sun or moon, because you guys, you are the most empathic sign, so most of the things will resonate with you, because whatever I say you can easily manifest, because Pisceans are the best manifestors in life. So I'll be doing my best to make this reading as useful as possible. Can I take a sip of water? It's too hot. Venus enters Leo on 5th or 6th of June, depending on your location, and it is entering your 6th house of diet, routine, day-to-day job, activities, and health. Immediately it is opposing Pluto, which is in your 12th house. So there is going to be, immediately when Venus enters your 6th house, it will be like, hey, we're gonna take the gym or exercising more chill, more fun, we're gonna make it happen. And then it's gonna oppose Pluto, meaning like Pluto will be like, yeah, finally you're taking care of this body, but don't you know that you also have like the soul, like mental health, you need to also take care of. So there's going to be like, okay, in order for me to get my body in shape, get my health in control, I have to put attention on both my mental health and my physical health, which includes meditation, yoga, swimming, exercising. But whatever you will do will definitely help you to kind of be grounded and connected to yourself and feel your physical body. Because sometimes Pisces people can be living out of their body, like sleeping, dreaming, and being out of like having astral projections. So it's quite normal. Maybe during this period you will really take care of your physical health. Then on 11th of June, 21st of August, 17th of September, Venus will square Jupiter, which is in your 3rd house of short distance traveling, publications, writing, taking courses, taking exams, testing yourself, teaching, and documents. So this square, whatever it is, those dates that I mentioned, the day itself will be a bit emotionally like strong. So you will feel those days a lot, especially if you check this week, maybe Monday and Tuesday, like 29th, 30th of May, because we had Mars doing the similar things. Mars entered Leo. So you will kind of feel like there is something you have to change in your routine, because third house is also the routine. But routine more like you're not noticing it, you're just doing it, you're spending your time moving around constantly, like going somewhere, coming in and going out, and negotiating, networking, meeting new people. So maybe for those who are especially like introverts, maybe you will feel like, oh, I really don't want to have this conversation with this person, but you need it for sales, for example. You need this interaction in order to improve your work, in order to improve your consultations that you are giving, or the job that you are performing. You will need to talk on a phone, meet with random new people in your life. But also it could be that your siblings, you will receive some kind of news from siblings, or their situation will be of your concern as well. Because also, let me check the time. Also on 3rd of July, 9th of August, 29th of September, Venus will square Uranus, which is also in your third house. So there is this thing where third house is about, like, for example, publications, writing, taking tests, right? Maybe you will feel like you have to sit down and study for exams. You have to sit down and put some effort and time into writing and studying and expressing yourself. And you will feel like, oh my God, why am I doing this? But in the end, the results are going to be really for your own benefit, because all of these aspects are here to support you in any way. Maybe you will have to move and travel a lot for your work, so your routine could be changed. But then after this change, it will be something constant and consistent that you will like. So I feel like maybe some of you are receiving some kind of new job promotion and offer where you will have to change the location of your work, and maybe take a car, take a bus to your work. Maybe before you were just walking, it was 10 minutes away, but now you will have to take long rides. I mean, they're not so long, but like you will feel like you're taking time to travel to work. Venus rules your 8th house of money and your 3rd house of whatever I mentioned here before. So I feel like this movements, this routine will be directly influencing your financial situation. So again, I feel like there's some kind of promotion that will move you out of your comfort zone, and you will feel like, oh my God, now I have to move to another city, to another town in order to make this money. But the thing is, this money is going to be good. This money will bring you more joy. This new job position, job offer, relocation, whatever it is, it will definitely help you and bring you more benefits in a long run. Then Venus is going retrograde on 24th of July until 5th of October. And during this period, you might be receiving offers from the previous positions, from previous employers that you have worked for before. And it could be like interesting offers, like with better salary, with better opportunities. And it's up to you to take it or not. But also during this period, I would highly, like, if you're a person like me who hates going to doctors, visiting doctors, and just don't like anything medicine, but you're like, maybe one day I will go and do a full health checkup. Trust me, I don't know when was the last time I've done that. Maybe when I was a kid and my mom took me there. Maybe during this period, it's perfect time for a full health checkup if you want to really take care of your health. But when Venus is retrograde from 24th of July until October, no surgeries, no cutting, nothing new dramatic, no. And also, please check Jupiter in Taurus video and June 2023 readings. I will link them down below. Please check them out. They're going to be super helpful to make this reading more complete and full. And if you're interested in one-on-one consultations with me, the links are down below. And thank you so much for waiting all the way here to listen to all of this, but I'm pretty sure you will really enjoy my other videos as well. And thank you so much again for being here. And if you check the jewelries that I've got, you can get the discount with the link down below. And thank you, Ana Luisa, for supporting my channel and believing in me. It really means a lot to me. So I cannot wait to take my business like a real business, not anymore like a fun way to spend my Friday nights talking to myself on camera. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Hopefully I will make more videos because now I have my own place. Thanks God. Bye.